Thank you all, and welcome to the 12th Annual Omaha Entertainment Arts Awards. Insert applause. Okay? We are your hosts. This is Bo Field, Barry Fisher. Yes, playwright, activist, artist on all levels, mother, queen of all shades via Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
And this is Dominique Morgan, activist, educator, performer, stealer of boyfriends, eater of mashed potatoes.
Come on, mashed potatoes.
Okay, shader of shade and crier of films.
Yes, yes. And we are so excited to be your host tonight. We're very honored to be here celebrating our fellow Omahans in a lighthearted environment for once. It's a great time for us to see each other, hug each other, love on each other, lose to each other. This will be my 18th time losing to some of y'all, but I love y'all anyway. Yes, it is a very welcome break from having to educate you all on Facebook constantly, which I feel like I have to do sometimes. And this is your line? Okay, Dom is me. I'm going to step out the way.
My all caps and hand claps look much better in person.
Wonderful.
It's not for you.
Yes. Both. Yeah, all right, yeah. This is the OEA's second time being hosted in the beautiful Omaha Design Center, and we are so happy to be back.
Thank you all for coming, and for those of you who thought there would be a free meal, thank you for staying. Even through your bitter disappointment, we appreciate it.
This is the one night of the year where most of Omaha's creative disciplines come together and celebrate each other's accomplishments, share space, and pretend they understand what each other do. Best props meet best presentation in a non-traditional format. All right then.
This night is arguably the best night to convene and learn more about the amazing talent in our city that we may not be able to always make it out to see in person. Between kids, winter storms, and Vanderpump Rules on Hulu, none of us ever leave our house, do we? I'm projecting. Just me.
Back to me. I'm here to win this year. And so I want you to take me as I am right now. And because after my category comes and goes, you may see a whole new Dom. Very Kanye. What was that year that he ran on the stage with Taylor? Very much that pre-Kim Kardashian, post-shenanigans Dom is what you may see.
Yes. Well, at least you're nominated for something.
You weren't?
No. Most of my work this year was behind the scenes. But that won't stop me from stealing someone else's trophy. If you are absent, I will take your trophy.
Girl, I'll tell you where we got them engraved at. We'll get it fixed. Speaking of, this night wouldn't be possible without many of the people behind the scenes, behind your outfits.
And the 14 Muppets that were killed for your outfit.
Indeed. Shout out to Like New Boutique for getting us clothes last minute and working with us. Bo looks fabulous, does she not? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. The board at the Omaha Entertainment Arts Awards are a group of passionate and dedicated art professionals who spend countless hours volunteering their time to be the change we want to see. And then tomorrow, y'all are going to all complain to us and inbox us and bitch at us. And that is our mission, and we appreciate you all.
There's always well, these are Dom's lines, but I'm going to say them the way Dom would. There's always some conversation about whether awards are even necessary. And like I told y'all on Facebook, yes, they are necessary. Beyond the statues that our winners will take home tonight, here in this room, there's a high level of brilliance, of commitment to your crafts, of hustle. You yourselves and many other artists not listed here tonight have spent your own countless hours booking shows in the rehearsal room, in the dark room, in your studio, and then you get asked for a friends and family discount. Yeah, no. I know you got $5 to get into my show because I lynched you $5 last week. So we both work at West. I know the schedule. Raise your hand if you've ever worked at West. It's the true heartbeat of our city.
Yes. And while not perfect, the heart of this yearly event really is just to be about you. So thank you for your work, for your productivity, your perseverance, and your open mic nights. Thank you for participating in our annual showcases. Thank you for being the few who aren't afraid to live their passion and make themselves vulnerable to the public opinion. Tonight, we celebrate you. Yes, celebrate you. While I'm giving thanks, I must include our generous and wonderful donors and sponsors who make this night possible. Borsheims, Security National Bank, Black and Pink, Say Hey There, Moxie Publicity, Dundee Bank, Audio Visions, HD Creative Consulting, New Style, and The Reader. Thank you so much for your generous contributions to ensure a memorable 12th year.
We also want to thank DJ Maddox for playing our cocktail hour. If you're still in the party mood afterwards, you can check out Ryan Boyland, performance poet, and listen to the soul pop grooves of Domestic Blend at the Session Room, just a couple of blocks that way. I'll be there. I think, maybe. I don't know. Probably not. We'll see.
Get you some of this. Yeah. Okay. So, a question the board of the OEA gets asked. Okay, well, asked is generous. It's usually yelled out on social media in expletives, but we can go with ask, is how the awards work. What qualifies artists to be nominated to win, who's doing the voting. We would like the process to be as transparent as possible, so here is how it works.
My teleprompter is blank, but I do know that starting September 1st, it's open voting, so you can vote for any band, performer, play, anything that you like. It's all open to the public. So you go ahead to OEA-awards.org, and you can cast your vote there. You can have a ballot that lasts you until August 30th the following year.
And then after the public nominations come in, the top 5 folks in from those public nominations become the 5 folks in those categories. The board does not choose the nominees. The board does not choose the winners, right? Then those top folks are sent to the academy. The academies for every discipline are made up of folks from those disciplines. In music, it's venue owners and sound people and notables in the community. Visual arts, it's the movers and shakers in those spaces. Performing arts, it's folks that walk the halls of Omaha Community Playhouse and write the plays. So it's the people who know the most voting on y'all and making that decision each year.
So then once those final votes are tallied from our academy, they go to an accountant. The votes are locked away. They are sealed until tonight. So there's no tampering. They are very, what's the word? Secure.
Yeah, super secure because I've been the president for 3 years, so I would have won the last 3 years if I really could do something about it.
Same.
This is 18th nomination in 6 years. So yeah, it's super secure, uber fair, and we celebrate it. Okay, yes. All right, so that's how the process works, and then we get here to the night. So let's get to awards. Our first presenters of the evening are artists that have made their mark on Omaha. Waddy White is a visual artist whose work decorates our city. His intricate and detailed drawings, yes, give it up for Waddy White. His intricate and detailed drawings can be seen in life-size realness, including one of, this was written for Sophia, but it's one of me coming, so I'm gonna have a big unveiling soon. And Emma Johnson is one of our brightest and most talented youth performers, starring in shows at the Rose and the Omaha Community Playhouse. Ladies and gentlemen, Waddy White and Emma Johnson.
I can only hope to live up to that. Sure. Does that work for you?
Yes,
good.
Thank you.
Emma and I are honored to announce the first award of the night. Tonight is about you and us as a community, and that one is diverse, always evolving and constantly saving the lives, all of our lives, in one way or another.
Yes, Waddy, the OEAA honored tradition through the Omaha arts. Through the years, I've seen this city shift and change with the comings and goings of the season, but the OEAAs are my constant.
How old are you?
16. Why do you ask?
No reason.
Why, it only seems like just yesterday when Emmy Gifford moved to the Rose on Farnham. And remember when the Playhouse opened?
Right. Here are the awards for...
My, this is almost as exciting as the day President Taft arrived at the train station to see downtown light up with electricity for the very first time.
Cue video one.
The OEA calendar year was an exciting time for our Best New Artist in Music nominees. This category is designed to honor the musical performers who have hit the scene with a large impact. The nominees in this category have received an impressive amount of praise and followers, with a lot of talent and even more hustle and hard work. These performers have set the stage for their future successes and invited us all on the journey. Those nominated tonight are Andrea Von Kampen, Daisy Distraction, Satellite Junction, From the Arc, Rhea Gold, Bathtub Maria, and Smooth.
Best Emerging Visual Artist. The Best Emerging Visual Artist category is one that seeks to honor the nominated artists who really have come into their own in Omaha arts. From creating their own shows, workshops, winning grants, and being incredibly talented, these are artists we look forward to seeing more of for years to come. This year, the nominees include Katie B. Temple, Jonathan Sievers, Rosanna Ibarra, Dylan Lilla, Camille Hawbaker, and Bree Murphy.
Omaha's dance community is a haven for diversity, agility, and greatness. Our nominees for Best Dance Production transport us into new worlds. From the beginning of everything with Aetherplow's electric Genesis 2.0 to the plains of traditional African dance with the always powerful African culture connection. The intricacy in Ballet Nebraska's reoccurring showstopper Momentum, Creighton's original A Nightmare's Holiday, and the modern beauty of TBD Dance Collective at the Kaneko and UNO's Moving Company. Omaha is home to some of the nation's most prolific and talented playwrights, and the scripts in this category, Best Premiere of a New Original Local Script, highlight playwrights. Laura Leininger Campbell and Marie Amther-Schuett's brilliant new script, L'Chaim, was part of Shelterbelt's tribute to women playwrights Shattering the Glass, an homage to the fine arts, Judy Garland, parentage, and the relationships we foster, Marie Amther-Schuett's Neighbors, Lovers, and All the Others. A new take on a classic story, Prancer, by Greg Taylor, and a post-apocalyptic, multifaceted, and hilarious take on what happens next with Samuel Brett Williams' Revelation. The art of performance poetry has swept through Omaha, reaching even further with the presence of our nationally recognized slam poetry team. The nominees are A.J. Lancaster, Greg Harries, Jatwan Pratt, Matt Mason, Olivia Johnson, and Ryan Boyland. The comedians in this category are also business owners, parents, part-time actors. They host their own shows across Omaha and open for national acts. And those nominees are Brenna Graybow, Cameron Lodgson, David Burge, Dusty Steele, Dylan Rohde, and Matthew Blevins. Best Comedy Ensemble is defined by a group that works together to not only entertain the audience and keep them laughing, but also keep up with each other. The nominees in this category are so diverse. Badland Girls is a musical duo who writes hilariously relatable songs. Big Canvas is an improv group that has risen to success since their inception in 2014. Interrogated has gone from a short audience participation skit to its own must-see event. Live at the Backline is Omaha's own Saturday Night Live, featuring live comedy acts and musical guests. Mrs. Ukulami Presents is an opinionated drag queen review, and the Weisenheimers, one of Omaha's most beloved comedy ensembles, is nominated tonight for the 7th time.
The world of creativity and collaboration combine in the category of Best Two-Person Show, where we celebrate the artists that have realized and featured their art in tandem. The nominees in this category tonight are Blinder by Zachary Clement and Kelly Olson at the Pet Shop Gallery. Interwoven by Sarah Kohler and Brian Wetchin at the Michael Phillips Gallery. Play Well Together by Nancy Lipo and Dan Klima at the Connect Gallery. Empty and Full, a collaboration by Jess Benjamin and Susan Knight at Gallery 72. Jennifer Bockelman and Charlie Friedman at the Fred Simon Gallery. And Water Body by Jess Machachik and Elle Weber at Project. The nominees in the Best Public Art category have all created work that is available for viewing in the general public. From large-scale pieces to smaller hidden gems, these pieces of art dot our city and make it more aesthetically pleasing, more interesting, and provoke the artist's eye in all of us. The nominees for this honor are June Kaneko, Search at the University of Nebraska Medical Center. Mary Zikafus, Healing and Hope Tapestries at the University of Nebraska Medical Center. Paul Conchagulian, Prairie Sun and Prairie Moon on Vinton Street. And Zajednica, a South Omaha creation mural by A Midsummer's Mural. This is the first year for the category of Best Presentation in a Non-Traditional Format. The nominees in this category have exhibited art as an experience. As in the art world, there are very few limitations in this format, and can include pop-up, graphic design, alternate venues, performance art, ephemera, and whatever else one can imagine and turn into reality. The nominees in this premier category are Bear Hug, curated by Joel Damon and Josh Powell with 29 artists at the Dakota Title and Law Buildings. Make America Barf Again by Tim Guthrie. Portrait of a President, curated by Nadia Shinkunis with Random Arts Omaha with 20 artists at Pet Shop Gallery. And Dwellings by Peter Kales and Katie B. Temple at True Blue Goods and Gifts.
Technical support in the creative sphere is often the backbone, the lungs, and the brain of the show, allowing the piece to walk and breathe on its own as we take it all in. Often the technical elements willingly take a back seat to allow the art to shine. So tonight, we look forward to honoring those people behind the scenes that make the magic happen, beginning with the nominees in Outstanding Lighting Design. The nominees are Josh Mulledy is nominated tonight for his spooky set brought to life in Snaps Carrie the Musical. Chris Wood, nominated twice for his ambitious and nuanced work Murder Ballad and Rock of Ages. And Darren Golden is nominated for bringing the Chanticleer's Cabaret to the stage. The nominees for the honor of Outstanding Prop Design are Amy Reiner for Silent Sky, Rhonda Hall for Chanticleer's Cabaret, and Darren Kuehler is nominated twice for Beauty and the Beast and Around the World in 80 Days. Our nominees in Outstanding Scenic Design include Chris Ebke for Clue the Musical, Joey Lawrence for Cabaret, Martin Scott Marquito for The Resistible Rise of Arturo Ui, and Jim O'Toole for both Rock of Ages and Murder Ballad. The nominees for Outstanding Costume Design have literally built their creative careers on the backs of the actors they dress. The nominees in this category tonight are Amanda Fellner, Travis Halsey, Georgianne Regan for Beauty and the Beast, Gary Bosanek, Kim Alger, and Johnny Richards for Clue the Musical, Jennifer Poole for Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, the Musical, Lindsay Pape for King Lear, Sherry Gerdes for The True Story of the Three Little Pigs, and Zach Kloppenborg for Much Ado About Nothing at the Bellevue Little Theater. The nominees in Outstanding Sound Design are Craig Marsh for Silent Sky at the Blue Barn, John Gibalisco, To Kill a Mockingbird, Molly Welsh for King Lear, Tim Burkhart and John Gibalisco for Rock of Ages, and Tim Burkhart for Murder Ballad. Choreography is central to any memorable high-energy musical. Choreographers are in tune with the storyline, the music, the space, and the energy of a musical. They keep time, teach, dance, spending countless hours behind the scenes getting the moves just right. The nominees in the Outstanding Choreographer category, Debbie Massey Schneeweiss for Cabaret at the Chanticleer, Jason DeLong for Carrie the Musical at Snap Productions, Kimberly Faith Hickman for Rock of Ages at the Omaha Community Playhouse, Melanie Walters for Sister Act, Omaha Community Playhouse, Michelle Garrity for Beauty and the Beast, Omaha Community Playhouse, and Sue Booten
for Peter Pan at the Rose. Omaha Dance is creating an undeniable forward motion for itself as a pillar in our creative community, and tonight's nominees are a great representation of that. Outstanding musical direction is central to a successful theatrical musical. They take the vision of the director and translate it into the numbers, both large and small. The nominees in this category are Doran Schmidt for Murder Ballad, Jerry Brayback for Cabaret at the Chanticleer, Jim Boggess for both Rock of Ages and Sister Act, and Todd Brooks for Carrie the Musical.
With Omaha's booming music scene and the rate at which records are created, we are also home to some fantastic recording studios who use their time, talent, and equipment to help musicians realize their dreams and goals while living their own. These studios are part of the necessary mechanics to a truly innovative city, full of working artists and a creative economy. The nominees for Best Recording Studio are Arc Studios, Hidden Tracks, Make Believe Studios, Screen Door, and Warehouse Productions. Sound engineers are integral to successful musical endeavors. They, along with the musicians who trust them, collaborate digitally to bring beautiful and crisp audio to their audience. Through recording, mixing, and reproducing, sound engineers use their expertise to give life to the performance experience. Those recognized tonight for Best Live Music Sound Engineer are Dan Brennan, John Pitts, Ben Stratton, Keith Furtwanger, and Kevin Hiddleston.
So bright. The award for Best New Artist goes to, it's a little tight, Andrea Von Kempen. Woo! Now, Bo's going to totally steal that award. She is going to take it.
Andrea's out of town at the moment, so I'll
Likely
accept on her
story.
behalf.
The award for Best Emerging Visual Artist goes to Camille Baker.
Baker. Yes. Woo! There she is. You can say something, yeah.
Thank you.
The award for Best Dance Production, the African Culture Connection. Woo! There we go. Woo! Yeah! Woo! Yeah, come on up here.
Well, goodness gracious. Hello, Omaha. In the absence of my dance boss, every time we start a show, we have the crowd go, Guinea way. There it is. So in response, you go, hey-ya. So when I say Keeny way, I want you to go, hey-ya. 1, 2, 3. Keeny way.
Hey-ya!
Thank you so much.
You might want to take the scissors here.
Yeah.
And the award for Best Premiere of a New Original Local Script goes to Neighbors, Lovers, and All the Others by Marie M. Thor-Schuett at Shelter Belt Theater.
This means a lot. That script was a labor of love, and thank you to the cast and the crew and our lovely director, Beth Thompson. So thank you so much, guys.
The award for Best Performance Poet, Greg Harries. Woo! Where are you? Where's that guy? Moving on.
The award
keep
now
that.
belongs to Bo.
It now belongs to Bo. Yes. For her collection.
The award for Best Comedian goes to I apologize if I butcher your name, Brenna Grabow.
More for Bo's collection. The award for Best Comedy Ensemble goes to the Weisenheimers. Yeah!
All right, this is what you get when you send the socially awkward, antisocial one to an award show. So here we go. The Weisenheimers been doing this for a minute, so we'd like to thank the community. When I joined in 2008, you had trouble finding improvisation, and now it seems like you can throw a rock and hit one. So that's awesome because the community is growing and it's bigger, and you guys push us to the big canvases and Improv 88 and the back line and all those things. Thank you for continuing to push us. So, and I'd personally like to thank my wife Marilyn and my son Bentley. I brought them tonight, so this is for you guys. Thank you for letting me. Thank you for letting me scratch my itch, and I love you guys. And a special shout out to Doug and Laura Marr, who are absolute rock stars in this community. They gave me my first shot on a stage in Omaha, and for that I am forever grateful. So thank you guys, I love you. Thank you.
And the award for Best Two-Person Show goes to Interwoven. Sarah Kohler and Brian Wetjen.
The award for Best Public Art and My Eternal Jealousy goes to Mary Zickafoos, Healing and Hope Tapestries at University of Nebraska Medical Center. Woo! Good job, Mary.
Hi, I'm not Mary, but my name is Dr. Christopher Binkang, and I'm accepting this on her behalf because she could not make it tonight, unfortunately, but on behalf of a physician who's very, very grateful to have artwork that makes our University of Nebraska Medical Center a warm place, a place of hope and healing from my bottom of my heart. Thank you, and I'm sure Mary would very much appreciate this award. Thank you.
Is it me? All right. Best presentation in a non-traditional format. The award goes to Bear Hug, curated by Joel Damon and Josh Powell. Woo! I know there's like 40 people who were in that show here. There you guys are. Diva's sitting in the back. Need to milk the moment for all you get. I see you guys.
Hey. Thank you. Man, be proud of yourselves. This is a cool community. Things are only getting better. We're getting stronger. And thank you to everybody that's ever given us a free building to put art in and do weirdness in for a night. So thank you very much.
There will be another Bear Hug this year.
Yeah. Bear Hug 2 is coming.
And the award for Outstanding Lighting Design goes to Joshua Mulledy for Carrie the Musical at Snap Productions.
Woo! Thank you. I want to thank Snap and Shelter Belt, first off, for giving me a home. Both of them have celebrated their 25th seasons this last year. And I've been, yes, it's pretty cool. It's a very cool thing. And they've given me a great home. I've been able to do a lot of theater in this community in the last 10 years, like a ton of shows. But they've given me a home, and I appreciate that. And I can't thank them enough. Thank you to Todd for letting me do lights on this, Michael for continually letting me do lights, Rox and Beth and Shelter Belt and everybody. It's just my home, and I appreciate that. And I can't say any more good words about it. So thank you.
The award for Technical Outstanding Prop Design goes to Darren Kuehler, Beauty and the Beast, Omaha Community Playhouse.
These are blue.
Darren is not here, but I accept on his behalf. Thank you.
And the award for Outstanding Scenic Design goes to Martin Scott for The Resistible Rise Arturo UI at Blue Barn Theater.
Marty Marquito has been set designer at the Blue Barn Theater for 10 seasons now. Woohoo! And he now lives in Connecticut, so we designed together long distance, which is awesome. And I'll tell you, Irresistible Rise of Arturo Ui kicks some arse, and here's to Marty Marquito. Thank you.
The award for Technical Outstanding Costume Design, Amanda Fellner, Travis Halsey, and Georgianne Reagan, Beauty and the Beast.
They're not here either, but thank you.
The award for Technical Outstanding Sound Design goes to Molly Welsh for King Lear at Nebraska Shakespeare.
There she is.
Hey, thanks. Sound people are the best. You guys are the best. Everybody who does sound, John and Tim and Craig, who I was nominated with, those dudes rock. And next time you go to a play, that sound is gonna do something for you. I will be sound designing Nebraska Shakespeare this summer. It'll be my 9th season as their sound designer. We're doing King John and Much Ado About Nothing. Come see it, it's free. You can hang out with your friends and watch a story, and it'll be great. Thanks.
The awards for Outstanding Choreographer, Jason DeLong. Carrie the Musical, Snap Productions.
Thank you to the cast of Carrie and Snap Theater for allowing me to take part of this. It was great to be able to have a little bit of theater in a busy schedule of school and work. So thank you guys so much.
And the award for Technical Outstanding Music Direction goes to Dorian Schmidt for Murder Ballad at the Omaha Community Playhouse.
Hey, Hey, thank you so much. This was a great production to work on with an incredibly talented cast and crew, written by two amazing women, Juliana Nash and Julia Jordan. And I hope we continue seeing more and more art written by and for and representative of all of us. Thank you.
The award for Best Recording Studio goes to ARC Studios. Woo! ARC! All right. Another one for Bo's collection.
And now the award for Best Live Music Sound Engineer goes to Dan Brennan. And now the OEA nominee, RAF.
She's got that spider touch, tickling a little thing, yeah. And what you caught, there's no escape, you die. Spider touch, she got spider touch, she got spider touch, she got spider touch. Long throat with black hair, last hair reach you well. Devil make him smile, cheap clothes that she hair. Got two red lips, and the blackest eye. Got beauty, she had a white side. Let's go! Spider touch! She got spider touch! Spider touch! She got spider touch! Yeah! 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 Spider touch! This is punk rock! First fucking year! Do it! Sit round the fire, just burning a touch. Young for lost their blood, don't I see? As the music starts to fade. Girls are talking, what do they say? Oh, talk, 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 oh, kill. What do they say? Oh. Is there really? Is there any relief? Is there any relief? Is the race of man only release now? Ho, ho, ho! Yeah! No salvation for friends like me, them. No! No salvation for friends like me, God! No! No salvation! Never coming back! No! No salvation! When the music bleeds, it bleeds for me. It bleeds for me! When the music bleeds! Oh! Thank you, RF.
Then we're gonna do the teleprompter. Wow. Is anyone's faces not melted off? Because mine is melted off.
Yes.
They rocked it. One more for RAF. They left it on the stage.
My face is melting off because I didn't put on any setting spray, but still, it was awesome.
You should have come to me for that. I feel like I have so many people here, so many friends, so many strangers, and I want to get something off my chest, something that's hard to talk about. I just feel like it's the right time to tell you all that I am a Slytherin. And the truth is I'm proud of it, okay? I've come a long way in that journey, and I'm happy to be a Slytherin. I also pledge House Stark. So life is full of juxtaposition.
And I'm a Pisces.
So, leave your signs at the door. Our next two presenters are easily recognizable.
Absolutely. One paints with all the colors of the rainbow, hey, and one paints with all of the colors of the wind, bruh. Please welcome Gerard Pifung and Regina Palmer.
Let's get a picture.
Oh, this is a real urban picture, yes.
Wow.
Wait, no, you take it. Okay, I love you guys.
Me too.
Hi, everyone. Hey, Gerard.
Hey, Regina.
So you are a visual artist?
Yes, and you are an actress?
I am. Indeed. Indubitably.
Okay. It's good to be back in Omaha. I cannot see at all, so let me take a look at this and actually read from the teleprompter. Forgive me. Okay, so, oh my goodness.
I know.
All right, so,
To be honest, there was a great bit here about me being like Princess Tiana. It's not important. So we will go on, really, to the beautiful, beautiful nominees for the next categories.
thank you, Regina.
Omaha is home to some amazing cover bands. Not only do these bands deliver some of our favorite sing-along jams, they also approach it with their own individual style and sell out shows all over town. The nominees for Best Cover Band are Pet Rock, Polka Police, Secret Weapon, Hi-Fi Hangover, 3D in Your Face, Peace, Love, etc., and Selling in Soup. In the category of Best World Music, the listener is transported to some of the most exotic and rhythmic places on the globe, right here in their own city. The nominees in this category have brought international flair to thousands, playing festivals both in and out of state, and opening for local and national acts. The nominees for Best World Music are Rhythm Collective, Mariachi Zapata, Essentia Latina. Rock and roll music is a genre that encaptures many different sounds. From Fats Domino to Elvis Presley and Ike and Tina to the Smashing Pumpkins, the world of rock has seen many incarnations that take on its iconic musical infrastructure. The nominees in this category are some of Omaha's best and most prolific rock and rollers, touring venues over the country with personal versions of what it means to rock. Low Long Signal, Satellite Junction, Through the Stone, Faded, Jump the Tiger, Freak About, The Beryllium Takeover, Save the Hero, and The Beat Seekers. If rock rolls, then hard rock rolls harder. This aggressive and lyrical subgenre of rock has amassed a huge local following, in part due to the success and drive of the bands nominated in this category. These bands have not just gained fans, they've played some of the year's most popular shows in Omaha and regionally cut new albums and toured the festival scene. The bands nominated for Best Rock are Arson City, Before I Burn, From the Ark, Louder Than Love, Screaming for Silence, Supermoon, and Exit Sanity.
One of the most fulfilling things about creative living is watching the next generation be inspired to live their artistic dream. The nominees for Best Performance by a Youth Performer are Chloe Irwin as Cordelia, King Lear, and Chloe Irwin as Jessica Riggs, Prancer, Emma Johnson as Gracie Shin, The Music Man, Jude Glazer as Walter Cunningham Jr., To Kill a Mockingbird, Judson Clout as Boy with Sled, A Christmas Carol, Maddie Smith as Chip, Beauty and the Beast, Sasha Dinnenberg as Chip, Beauty and the Beast, William Rogers as Verges, Much Ado About Nothing. The 5 talented fellows in this group have taken us around the world in 80 days, infusing all of these places and times with electrifying performances. The nominees for Best Supporting Actor in a Play are Christopher Joel Onken as Peter Shaw, Silent Sky, Joshua Floyd Parker as Claudio, Much Ado About Nothing, Monty Ike as Actor 2, Around the World in 80 Days, Raydell Cordell III as Tom Robinson, To Kill a Mockingbird, and Ted Lane as Dogberry, Much Ado About Nothing. Our nominees for Best Supporting Actress are powerhouse women who brought talent, grace, and puppets to the stage. The actors brought to life some of the most interesting characters on stage this season. These nominees are Dana Schweiger as Emmanuel Geary in The Irresistible Rise of Arturo Ui, Judy Radcliffe as Wilhelmina Fleming in Silent Sky, Regina Palmer as Bunny, Detroit 67, Ronnie Shelley Perez as Jessica, Hand to God, and Sarah Carlson Brown as Margaret Levette, Silent Sky.
The Americana and folk category is one that exemplifies the soul of the singer-songwriter. With haunting lyrics and melodies passed down from generations, the nominees for Best Americana and Folk have opened passageways to another time and shone a light on their own hearts. Those nominees are Andrea Van Campen, Jack Hotel, Ragged Company, The Time Burners, The Wildwoods, Township and Range, The Wood Notes, Dr. Webb, and 24-Hour Card Lock. Country music has the ability to move you to tears or to the dance floor. Built on the wide range of string instruments, simple and beautiful harmonies, and a blend of blues, Americana, and folk, the nominees for Best Country are the best in the Midwest for bringing the heart and soul of country music to their massive fan base and newcomers alike. These nominees are Bells and Whistles, Clarence Tilton, Jason Earl Band, Pony Creek, Sack of Lions, Buckaroos, Dylan Bloom Band, and Jimmy Weber.
The Best Supporting Actor hit the high notes in performance this season in sold-out runs, theater classics, and as some of musical theater's most beloved characters. The nominees are Nick LeMay as Stacy Jacks and father in Rock of Ages, Paul Hansen as Franz Kleiman in Rock of Ages, Ryan Eberhardt as Cliff, Cabaret, Steve Cranbeck as Lemire, Beauty and the Beast, Mike Burns as Tommy Ross, Carrie the Musical, Joey Galda as Madame de la Grande Bouche, Beauty and the Beast. Best Supporting Actress in a Musical is a category reserved for triple threats who stand out in the crowd, and they are Dawn Bueller Kirk as Mrs. Potts, Beauty and the Beast, Jennifer Costello as Benjamin Franklin in 1776, Katie Miller as Fräulein Kost and Kit Kat Girl in Cabaret, Laurel Rothamel as Chris Hargensen in Carrie the Musical, Melissa King as Sister Mary Rober in Sister Act, Ronnie Shelley Perez as Cynthia in Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, and Therese Reynolds as Fräulein Schneider in Cabaret, Chanticleer Theater.
Jazz is international language. No matter who you are or where you're from, everyone can communicate through this intricate and divine style of instrumentation. The nominees in the Best Jazz category have become valued linguists in their chosen music genre, and they are Mitch Town, Curly Martin, Steve Rabine, Omaha Guitar Trio, Matt Wallace, and Jor Neela and the Jazz Ninjas. The progressive rock, experimental EDM category is a smorgasbord of driving beats, innovative sound, and compositional technique. The musicians in this category bridge both age and gender gaps, brought together through the love of science of sound. The nominees for Best Progressive Rock, Experimental, and EDM are Chemicals, Citizen Band, Flux Amok, Human Teeth Parade, Shark Week, Amanda DeBoer Bartlett, and Plaque Black. Heavy metal music is characterized through long guitar solos, rhythmic underscores, amplified distortions, killer vocals, and of course, general loudness. In the vein of some of metal's heroes like Black Sabbath, Iron Maiden, and Metallica, the nominees for Best Metal make you want to scream, shout, and headbang. Those nominees are Murder House, The Clincher, In the Attack, Narcotic Self, and Sovereignty. If you're headbanging to metal, then Best Punk will definitely make you want to push some strangers around in a sweaty mosh pit. Punk is the rebellious and in-your-face genre that has led to some of Omaha's most raucous and fun shows. They keep the energy and the mohawks through the roof with hard-edged melodies and anti-establishment POVs. The nominees for Best Punk are Raph, The Boner Killers, The Shitiots, No Thanks, Cordial Spew, Graveyard Smash, and The Broke Loose. Pop music is the eclectic, universal sound of some of our favorite mainstream musical hits. It's the songs that remind you of a certain summer, person, or time. The music that binds us all together. Pop is a genre that brings together the popular, the catchy, and the memorable. The nominees for Best Pop are Skyloft, The Sons of Rome, Clark & Company, Hotman Sisters, The Shinies, Jessica Errett, and Jocelyn. Alternative and indie music has always followed its own rules. With origins in independent recording and publishing, this style of music bridges genre gaps and is home to an ethos of individuality, varying greatly between regions and social influence. The nominees for Best Alternative and Indie are examples of the best of Omaha's influential sound, and they are Daisy Distraction, Kate Berkman, See-Through Dresses, High Up, and Daniel Christian. DJs aren't just the people that get the party started. They are also musicians themselves, musical savants, and curators of the best blend of tune, sound, and tone. The DJs in this category don't stop at late-night entertainment. They've played festivals, toured with other artists, played private events, and cut albums themselves. The nominees for Best DJ are Kethro, DJ Maddox, Mr. Soul, Shore T, Spence Love, and Houston Alexander. The nominees for Best Hip Hop and Rap are some of our city's most diverse and prolific artists. Matching street smarts with business savvy, these artists have played packed shows all across Omaha and opened for some of today's hottest acts. This category is home to a mini-verse of distinctive sound and beat. The nominees for Best Hip Hop and Rap are J. Crumb, Mark Patrick, TKO, Greco, The Dilla Kids, and Screwface John. Rhythm and blues is a genre that spans generations and styles. From baby-making music to mic-shattering ballads, R&B is soulful storytelling at its finest. The nominees up for Best R&B Artist have moved audience members into fans with their universal lyrics and passionate performance styles. Those nominees are Dominique Morgan, Just B, Anjali, E-Rock, Wakanda, and Kiera Marche. The nominees in the Best Blues category have mastered their three chords and then some. With a diverse group of band leaders at their helm, these blues bands, trios, and solo artists have built huge followings in the Midwest and hit national blues charts with their unique approaches to a truly American institution. The nominees for Best Blues are Hector Anchondo, Us and Them Blues Band, Rex Granite Band featuring Sarah Bank, Steve Lovett Blues Band, Virginia Catherine Gallner, and Emily DeGraff. The category of soul is filled with some of Omaha's most sensual and natural voice talents. With roots in African American gospel, R&B, and jazz, soul is the music that fits its name. Nominees in this category have played some of the most eclectic and memorable shows in venues all over our city. The artists nominated for Best Soul are Adam Soul Music, Mesanjix, Domestic Blend, Brad Cordell, and Rothstein.
Oh, it's us! Okay. And the award for Best Cover Band goes to... Sailing in Soup.
I'm Wayne Brecky's neighbor, so I'm just going to go run this down the street this evening.
The best award for, well, the best award, the award for best world goes to,
They're hard to get out. They're very hard.
right? Mariachi Zapata.
Nobody? Okay, awesome! Moving on, the award for Best Rock goes to... Freak About! Oh, also nobody? Okay.
Okay. The award to best hard rock goes to Supermoon.
Supermoon's not in the building? All right, moving on. The award for Best Performance by a Youth Performer goes to, oh, my heart's beating, Chloe Irwin for Prancer at the Rose Theater.
Thank you very much. I'm so happy I got to play Jessica. It was an amazing role. Thank you to Matt and the whole cast and my family. I love you. Thank you. Woo!
The award for Best Supporting Actor in Play goes to, hold on, Radel Cordell 3.
Cool. Thank you so much. I'd like to thank Suzanne and Ablan for their direction and guidance and the whole ensemble of To Kill a Mockingbird. Specifically, Thomas Becker, Kevin Barrett, and John Hatcher for being great scene partners. So, thank you.
The award for Best Supporting Actress in a Play goes to... Let me see. Dana Schreiger, The Irresistible Rise of Arturo Ui. Woo, Dana! Woo! She was so good in that role.
I would like to just say thank you to the Blue Barn Theater and to the artistic staff and to Susan for casting me and making this a role that I'll never forget. Thank you.
The award to Best Americana Folk goes to, okay,
These envelopes are really hard.
seriously, Jack Hotel.
No? Okay. Alrighty. Thank you, Trophy Girls. Okay. The award for Best Country goes to... Who said USA? Oh my goodness. Clarence Tilton!
I know all the dudes in Clarence Tilton too, so I'll give this to him because I didn't win.
The award to Best Supporting Actor in Musical goes to Steve Cranbeck, Beauty and the Beast.
Hello. Oh, this was such a fun show. Thank you to the Omaha Community Playhouse. You're my home lately. You make me feel so welcome there. Thanks to my beautiful wife. You're the reason I can do this. I love you so much. Thank you, Omaha.
The award for Best Supporting Actress in a Musical goes to... Ronnie Shelley Perez, Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. Oh, baby. That's my girl.
I'd like to thank my family and my friends and the community, as well as the cast and crew of this production for this opportunity, this award. Mahal kita and salamat po kayo. Thank you.
Okay, Best Jazz goes to Curly Martin.
Woo! Alrighty, Curly. How many need y'all to show up.
Okay. The award for Best Progressive Rock Experimental EDM goes to Black Blake. Yes! I love that name. I love that name. That is so good.
All right.
Okay.
Moving on. Okay.
Yep, keep going.
Let's see this. Maybe this one will show up. The award to Best Metal goes to... Are you excited? All right. Narcotic Self. Where you at?
Where you at? Are you here?
Where you at?
Okay, moving right along. The award for Best Punk goes to
The Boner Killers. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love it. I love that.
They're amazing.
Hi. We just really wanted to dress up and come to this thing, so we didn't think we were gonna win. Thanks to John Oxner for recording our album and Jimmy Hobbs for booking us early when no one knew who we were. Thanks to all our fans and friends. Thanks to all the boners we've killed.
All right. The award for Best Pop. Can you guess? Can you guess? Give me a hint. Starts with a J. Jocelyn!
Hello, everyone. How's it going? Y'all having a good night? Awesome. I'm going to make this as long as I can, actually. I have a lot of people to thank. First of all, I want to thank my grandmother for working very hard, my mother for birthing me. Shout out to my mom. Want to thank John Rogers and Barb for having us over and doing writing sessions. Love you. And also my community who have been supporting me this whole entire time. I would not be anywhere without you. I also just signed to BMG Records. What's good? So that's really awesome. Shout out to Ali Peeler, also Waddy White, Dominique Morgan, all my mentors. You know who you are. And a #1 shout out to my amazing manager, Jeff McClain. He has taught me so much and has developed me as an artist. And he reminds me every day that I am enough. So I love you, Jeff. Have a beautiful night. Thank you.
A woman. The award for Best Alternative Indie goes to See-Through Dresses. She's a coming.
Hey, they're on tour right now, but the drummer's my roommate. They're awesome.
Woo!
And the award for Best DJ goes to Kethro! Yay! Moving on.
Maybe. Nope, all right. Okie dokie. The award for Best Hip Hop Rap goes to J. Crumb. Woo!
Oh, man. Yo, man, thank y'all, man, for real. I have a few people I want to thank. My queen, Jessica, I love you. Man, every time that, us as artists, man, we kind of go up and down, and sometimes we don't know if this is for us and if we should keep going, but she has been my lifeblood, and she has been the one who's kept me going, and I love you. That's my queen right there. Shout out to my mom. She's here. She's my biggest supporter. When I told her I was gonna do music, she was like, but then she's like my biggest fan, so I love you, Mom. Anthony Flakes, that's my man. He's been rocking with me for 10 years. 10 years of doing this, man, and so, man, I love you, bro. Streetlight Sounds, everybody on the crew, man, I appreciate y'all. Greco, all y'all, I love everybody. I know I'm forgetting some people, but I love y'all. Thank y'all so much.
And the award for Best R&B goes to Dominic Morgan.
Well, I want to thank Icon One Music, Alfonso, Justin, everybody because this has been a long journey for me. Friday was 9 years from the moment I walked out of prison with a bunch of songs I had wrote in solitary confinement. And I never thought I would put them on the stage, more or less put them on iTunes, or be embraced by the people I've been embraced by. And I'm appreciative of my music community. I try to do my best to give back and make it better, and I hope I've done that. To my sis Ash, you hold me down every day, sis, I love you. I gotta say this, y'all may get mad, every black person in the room, I love y'all. The nominees, the OEAs have come a long way with the diversity in the winners of these awards, and I love that. To Rebecca Lowry, Mark Manor, who sat down and talked with me when I was nobody, who told me what I could do and what I could be. And last but not least, my parents, I've really worked hard to be a better person. And I've won a lot of awards, but music is what has made me survive. So this means a whole lot to me. So thank you.
The award for Best Blues goes to Hector Anchondo. He's coming.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and I'm really proud to be part of the Omaha music community. Thank you.
Okay. And the award for Best Soul goes to Adam Soul Music.
Okay, awesome, awesome. Congratulations to all the winners. And now for the electrifying Amanda DeBoer Bartlett.
Hi, everyone. It's great to be here tonight.
I want to say a couple things about this piece. I sing classical music by people who are still alive and mostly not European. And this song is by a woman named Jamie Lee Sampson. It's called The Body Electric, and the text is from I Sing the Body Electric by Walt Whitman. I vapor breath drawn where I'm helpless more. It's no than by as if it's I were vapor, by if it's a were drawn by more, it's a no helpless breath than I, if it's were I breath as helpless no I am were, if it's then more drawn by vapor I were, if it's then drawn its vapor as more by helpless I were, then if am more breath and all were vapors, it's by breath more helpless I them as no am if drawn and all were if I by am if am I more by as breath it's nowhere if am drawn vapor helpless all falls aside and helpless by were I as helpless vapor. It's as I if drawn, no by am as were more drawn, more breath by am than no drawn. If I as its vapor helpless, all falls aside, but if it's by a breath more its vapor, how were its breath, vapor, helpless, myself, no drawn breath, no as, then I, no am if, drawn no as I, aside, but myself, as am, as no, as vapor, as were, as more, as am, as breath, all falls aside, if all falls and if it's I were, I am drawn by its breath as if I were no more than a helpless vapor. All falls aside, but myself and it. Thank you.
The art we award tonight have both masks of drama at play, tragedy and comedy, love and heartbreak. While we celebrate life and joy tonight, we won't leave behind those who are here with us in spirit. Their lives gave us beautiful moments of tears and laughter, heavy pauses and monologues that made theater's silence deafening, and canvases painted with dreams we never thought we'd see outside of our own minds.
But because of the beauty they gave us, the emptiness of their absence is felt even more. So let us remember our community tonight and offer them a 30-second silence thereafter. So y'all just gonna disrespect the dead, though? Second, silence, please. Please, silence.
Thank you.
There are some performers that hit you in the gut with their raw, soulful, and honest artistry. Olivia Johnson epitomizes this, gracing stages across Omaha with her authenticity. She is one of the highlights of every evening she performs. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for your blessing. Here is Miss Olivia Johnson.
Wondering, spinning, making something from our nothing that shame-filled past made lucid present. And maybe mama's wisdom fled with the blood made from daddy's fists, but she always stood up after those slave beatings, faced the world with busted lips, bruised bones, swole black eyes, so me standing here should come at no surprise, for I am no dumb bitch. Running, shifting, hiding my wants, masked them in tears, some wussy fears I found rolling down drained streets. They hung on me like gutter trash, woke my dead trance to expect neglect, forget, regret, because something in me is blessed. This broken chest full of life's tests stands before my spirit's apocalypse, which steadies my trigger finger on spraying bullets of careless pain. What a shame I can't be your dumb bitch. Now my soul has been dealt anorexia, bulimia, and dementia's death. My song crushed beneath society's venomous beats. Those religious seizures called for my arrest. My distress call reached no one's soul. I stood alone in hell's celled kitchen, gorging myself on late night dinner pies. Crazy glucose tunneled, dim my eyes tunneled, my vision onto a spotlight's perch of my lost, battered, and betrayed heart. And in that narrow space, dark, disrespectful taunts reigned dominance over this place. And with its ever-changing pop face screamed, black. You are black. You are fat. You are minimum wages worth. You are single and childless. You are my scapegoat. And in this cacophony flew those things people wanted to fix upon me, their abuse. Beliefs were Satan's keep that formed my cages and stages. Depression, oppression, kill stations, all sought to bury me deep within Judge Sheets' obese. Beast, where there are badges of caste, but no more, because you see, you are is replaced with you were. And that construct, I will suicide into I am somebody. So now this big body, full brain will march with those tortured angelic demons, with those fallen fathers, with those forgotten mothers, with those victims of domestic violence, with those victims of the broken criminal justice system, with those victims who think that the hashtags Me Too, hands up, and time's up isn't enough. All of you survivors, you post, soar, sear, new era symphonies into my cranial, forcing me to remember. Always remember that I am no dumb bitch.
Thank you for that wonderful Wonderful performance, thank you. Hello, my name is Fran Salou, and I am the Artistic Director of the Circle Theater, and I am here to present this year's Omaha Entertainment and Arts Awards for Lifetime Achievement. After meeting and falling in love as undergraduates at UNO, Doug and Laura Marr were married in 1983. At the wedding reception, 12 friends and graduates and faculty members of the UNO Theater Department made a decision to form their own professional theater company. 6 months later, they launched the Diner Theater, an original concept developed by Doug, where the action of the play and the play itself takes place in a real-life diner. It was widely successful, and out of that first project grew the Circle Theater. Over the next 30 years, the Circle Theater produced more than 100 original comedies, dramas, and musicals, many focusing on important social issues. They also produced established scripts, some set in diners, and some written to take place there. The members of Circle Theater also partnered with actors from the Nebraska School for the Deaf to produce classic theater pieces, as well as work created specifically to address issues relevant to the deaf community. Among many talented actors, Doug and Laura have had the pleasure of collaborating with, and this is just a short list of many, with the likes of the late Pam Carter, Matt Campreth, Kevin Earhart, Earl Bates, Stephanie Anderson, Susie Bear Collins, Ryle Smith, and Susan Clement Tober, as well as the likes of Andrew Reynolds and a young Connor Oberst. While managing their professional theater, Doug and Laura continue to pursue their individual artistic careers. Laura teaching and acting and touring with the Emmy Gifford Children's Theater and The Rose, and Doug continuing to write and produce plays locally at the Omaha Community Playhouse, as well as regionally and nationally. Drawing on Doug's love and talent for playwriting, the Circle hosted the New Works Play Festival more than a decade before the Great Plains Theater Festival began doing new work here in Omaha. Over the years, Doug and Laura and their work have touched many in our community. Tonight is our chance to say thank you for all of that. But I am not the only one who would like to say thank you. Watch this.
Well, Doug and Laura were part of that crowd that we all went through undergraduate together. And of course, the first time I worked with Doug and Laura together was on Marat Sod. And I believe that's when they got together. And they made a wonderful couple. They just played off of each other so well. Her electricity and his inner brilliance, it was just wonderful to be around.
He was the Roald Amundsen in Terra Nova. Fierce and in his big fur coat. You just couldn't do a play with Doug and not have a riot.
Oh yeah, the first thing you want to do the minute you get out of theater school is you want to start a theater. But everybody isn't as intrepid as Doug and Laura and the gang were.
The Circle Theater needed a place to do theater, and we couldn't afford any conventional spaces, so we talked to Joe Feely and asked him if we could do theater in his diner that we would create for his diner, and he said yes.
The first diner that I remember was, of course, in Benson, and the atmosphere was just so unique. You were so close to the audience, and you were like spitting on the audience.
It was so much fun, and that was the craziest place to ever do a show. I just didn't think it was possible. And you'd walk in there, and there'd be people sitting in all the booths and at the counter. And in the musicals, we would go up and just kick the jukebox, and the accompaniment for which we would sing a song was coming out of the jukebox every time, and that's how we start a number.
Well, I personally believe that if it wasn't for the Circle Theater, we wouldn't have the amount of theater we have in this community. They were the first group of people to create a small theater company that just was out of the love of creating the art.
And a friend of mine from Creighton was already cast, and they needed a young woman. So that's how I met Doug. He was directing. And immediately was just taken into the Circle Theater family, as I know they've done with dozens of other actors. And shortly after that, they asked me to start touring with their educational plays, which was such a joy. We got to do his play a lot of the time, which was fun to perform in a playwright's play with the playwright. And kids absolutely loved Doug, so everywhere we went was a good time.
Laura is just so versatile. I think that's the big thing. And when we do the Farndales, where she plays multiple characters, and I will tell you, every one of them is so distinct and has a completely different voice and accent and behavior. And then she has a dance background. Most people don't know that. And so she pulled that out in the Farndale Murder Mystery. It was hilarious. She did a little dying swan thing in her cute little maid's outfit.
What's amazing about Doug and Laura is, while continuing to keep the Circle Theater running, they also did a ton of outreach. They partnered with Campfire Girls, now completely kids, to do those 2 educational plays. And I know they have worked with the organization Very Special Arts, along with a lot of other places, to use their theater skills to help our community and to educate young people.
The unique interpretation and understanding of the human condition.
And I think this is a great opportunity to say thank you.
I have such admiration for those 2 people.
You've done so much to promote the arts and inclusion, and thank you for being you.
Oh, I get all verklempt. I'm proud that I've got to work with both of you and love you.
And he just says, "C'est la vie." And somebody else on stage says, "La vie."
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in thanking Doug and Laura Marr for their lifetime of commitment for the theater arts here in Omaha.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all so much for honoring us in this way. Doug and I are so overwhelmed by the support that we've received by our family and friends and our patrons for well over 30 years. And through all of the rough years and the great years, the failures and successes, it's been a wonderful, great ride. And long live live performance. And long live those who keep it going, because as Tennessee Williams says, it requires Spartan endurance.
Yeah, I had a lot of smart-ass things to say, but this is much too overwhelming. But getting this, now I have street cred, you know what I mean? Yeah, and I'd like to say goodbye to Bill Lacey and Matt Campreth, who were both part of the original theater, and they have now moved on. Also, I would like to thank my theater friends and also my best friend and great director, Ryle Smith. I love him with my heart. And it's like Ryle, R-Y-L-E, all lowercase, Smith, all together, .com, or at .com or net, whatever, cox.net. You should hire him. He's a fucking great director, and that's all I think I have to say. Thank you very much. You're all beautiful.
Greetings. Shout out to the Lifetime Achievement Award winners. Congratulations for being awesome for a lifetime. Those are goals, okay? I'm trying to get on your level. Okay, come on, black jumpsuit. Yes, ma'am. All right, so I'm going to tell you about your next two presenters. Miss Kathy Tyree is a living legend to me. She is a OEAA winner herself, currently in a play down at the Union, just dope on all levels. And Alfonso, well, he's Alfonso. No, Alfonso is the president and founder of Icon One Music. He is also an Omaha Entertainment Arts Awards board member. He also let my little gay self come and record an album there 8 years ago, and I sit here before you now. And the OEA winners, so give it up for Kathy Tyree and Alfonso Jones.
Good evening, Omaha. How y'all doing?
Here I am.
Here you are. Where we at?
And it's the end of the show. How does that feel?
And this is the point of the night where people are either really happy, really pissed, or really drunk.
But of course, they left the best for last.
And the final nominees tonight are...
A group show is a shining example of what's possible when a congregation of multi-talented artists come together to create something bigger than they may alone. Bringing together different mediums and points of view, the nominees for Best Group Show are Science Future, a multimedia exhibition featuring the scientific and futuristic impulses of Travis Apel, Lana Bacon, and Reagan Pufall, presented at Michael Phipps Gallery. Open Gym, featuring the work of Jamie Burmeister, Dan Crane, Aaron Foley, Holly Cranker, Terry Rosenberg, and Aaron Willems for Project. Legacy, with John Himmelfarb, Stephen Dinsmore, Catherine Ferguson, Michael James, Martha Horvey, Peter Hill, and Judith Burton at Modern Arts Midtown. Summer Stock, featuring Brian Wetchin, Angie Sikora, David Patterson, and Bridget O'Donnell at Gallery 1516. Sensory Please Touch the Art, curated by Jamie Burmeister and advised by Ann Cunningham, with the work of 19 artists at the University of Nebraska-Omaha Art Gallery. The category of Best Solo Show is reserved for those exhibitions that stood out in a city of brilliant work. The nominees for Best Solo Show have built their creative careers in Omaha, advancing the city as a destination for the arts. The nominees are Alicia Sherrick for World Peace at Creighton Lead Gallery, Richard Chung for new and recent works at RNG Gallery, Joseph Brookhammer at Garden of the Zodiac, Angie Sikora for Part to Part at the Union for Contemporary Art, Robert Bosco for A Painter's Yoga Journey at Gallery 1516, June Kaneko for Passion and Obsession at Kaneko.
The men in the Best Leading Actor category have covered some of the most difficult and exciting material of the season, from classic and beloved characters to the ones created right here in our hometown. The nominees for Best Leading Actor in a Play are Bo Fisher as Benedict, Much Ado About Nothing, John Roberson as Jason and Tyrone, Hand to God, Niels Holland as Arturo Ui, The Resistible Rise of Arturo Ui, Randall T. Stevens as Loyal, Neighbors, Lovers, and All the Other, Thomas Becker as Atticus Finch, To Kill a Mockingbird. When some actresses take the stage, you can't take your eyes off. The women in this category brought to our stages strong, historical, hilarious, and forward-thinking women, much like themselves. The nominees for Best Leading Actress in a Play are Emma Rasmussen as Beatrice, Much Ado About Nothing, Haley Haas as Henrietta Leavitt in Silent Sky, Kim Jubenville Carlson, Her, and Sydney Reedman as Haley Jackson in The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance. Directors bring the insular world of the artist's mind into a tangible and incredible reality to be shared with all. The nominees in this category have done that on stages large and small across our city, and tonight we recognize that achievement. The nominees for Best Director are Ablan Roblin for To Kill a Mockingbird, Roxanne Walk for Hand to God, Susan Clement Toberer for Silent Sky, and The Resistible Rise of Arturo Ui, Susan Bayer Collins for Superior Donuts, and Suzanne Witham for Much Ado About Nothing. The song and dance man is one of entertainment's favorite personalities, and the Best Leading Actor in a Musical nominees exhibit everything that goes into an iconic, memorable act. Those men nominated tonight are Cork Raymer as Bernadette, Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, the musical; David Epke as Drew Boley, Rock of Ages; John E. Jones as Michael, Murder Ballad; John Flower as MC, Cabaret; Matt Bailey as Adam/Felicia, Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, the musical; Robbie Stone as Shrek, Shrek the musical; and Thomas Jerry as Tom, Murder Ballad. The women that have taken the lead on our stages in this season's musicals became princesses, murderesses, rock stars, and showgirls, showing off their chops with precision, perfection, and lots of hard work. These women are Gigi Houseman as Carrie White, Carrie the musical; Leanne Hill Carlson as Belle, Beauty and the Beast, and as Sarah, Murder Ballad; Madison Hogue as Sally Bowles, Cabaret; Mallory Vallier as Sherry, Rock of Ages; Mackenzie Deemer as narrator, Murder Ballad; and Jamonte Watson as Dolores Van Cartier, Sister Act. Bringing their top-level imagination and skill to the large-scale business of musical making is no small task, and we have these courageous directors to thank. The nominees for Best Director of a Musical are Gary Bosanek for Cabaret, Jeff Horger for Murder Ballad, Kimberly Faith Hickman for Rock of Ages, and for Beauty and the Beast, and Matthew Guchik for Harold and the Purple Crayon.
Best 2D Artist. Mediums on 2D surfaces range from painting to photography to fiber and beyond. The artists nominated present innovative variations on a flat surface, breathing vibrancy into what was, into what could be. The artists nominated for Best 2D Art tonight are Alicia Sherrick, Victoria Hoyt, Robert Bosco, Jave Yoshimoto, Barbara Simcoe, and Derek Courtney. Three-dimensional art takes up space, a tangible execution of what's possible. The work for three-dimensional artists is crafted with a variety of mediums, techniques, and spatial considerations. Those artists are Angie Sikora, Richard Chung, Nancy Friedemann Sanchez, Jamie Burmeister, Thomas Prinz, and Corey Broman. As the rules of art fell away and artists found new ways to work, new media recognized the use of technology in artistic ways and innovative ideas that center around a disruption of a traditional artistic structure. Video work, conceptual work, installations, and the use of sensory reactions, the nominees in Best New Media Artists have pushed the boundaries this year, and they are Tim Guthrie, Holly Cranker, Dave Goldberg, Jason Fisher, and Sean Jackson.
It's the plays that make you cry, make you think, that stay with you long after the curtain closes. The nominees for Best Dramatic Play embody those experiences. They are Detroit 67, Snap Productions; Silent Sky, Blue Barn Theater; The Resistible Rise of Arturo Ui, Blue Barn Theater; and To Kill a Mockingbird, Omaha Community Playhouse. Comedy is a vast and nuanced genre that takes skill, timing, and precision. The nominees for Best Comedic Play showcased all three this season. The nominees are Around the World in 80 Days, Hand to God, Much Ado About Nothing, and Superior Donuts. Great musicals come in all shapes and sizes, from large-scale giant chorus numbers to small and intimate portrayals of life through music. The nominees for Best Musical span this with the common denominator, song and dance. The nominees are Beauty and the Beast, Omaha Community Playhouse; Cabaret, Chanticleer Theater; Carrie, the Musical, Snap Productions; Murder Ballad, Omaha Community Playhouse; Rock of Ages, Omaha Community Playhouse; and Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, the musical, Blue Barn Theater.
The nominees for Best Visual Artist are people that have been acknowledged in a number of ways: awards, grants, residencies, the media, openings, and more. These artists have worked in a variety of public and private collections, galleries, and/or museums. But more than that, they are artists willing to risk the hall of public opening for bigger living, inviting us all into their deeper psyche, their heart, and the works of their hands. The nominees for Best Visual Artist are Angie Sikora, June Kaneko, Richard Chung, Robert Bosco, Nancy Friedemann Sanchez, and Jamie Burmeister.
This award honors albums released between September 1st, 2016 and August 31st, 2017 that have been well received and made a significant impact on their listeners. It also honors the artistic achievement and technical proficiency it takes to record a great album. Beyond genre, beyond the subjective, the nominated albums have transcended all labels. The nominees are Citizens Band, Revelation, Daniel Christian's Coffee, Clark & Company's Josephine Had a Dream, The Wildwoods, Sweet Nostalgia, See-Through Dresses, Horse of Another World, J. Crumb's Flawed, Mark Patrick's Pen and Pad, Rothstein's Moments After, Andrea Van Kampen's Desdemona, Carson City Heat's Living in Stereo, and Amanda DeBoer Bartlett's Ice Cream Truck in the Sky. The Artist of the Year award has long been presented to not only an artist of true unwavering talent, but one with magnanimous dedication to their craft, hustle behind the scenes, and a magnetic presence that draws people into their sphere. The Artist of the Year is a group of solo artists with ambition, momentum, and drive to go to the next level in their creative endeavors. The artists in this category have experienced both trial and triumph as they continue to forge their path in local music elite. We celebrate them tonight and congratulate all nominees on their tremendous contribution to our musical landscape. The nominees tonight for the Artist of the Year are Dominique Morgan and the Experience, Jocelyn, Sack of Lions, Josh Hoyer, Matt Cox, Jay Crumb, Arson City, High Up, Amanda DeBoer Bartlett, Derek Higgins, and the Bishops.
And the award for Best Group Show goes to Sensory, Please Touch the Art.
Wow, this is fantastic. I would like to first thank Denise Brady and UNO for taking a risk on creating an accessible art experience. All the visually impaired and blind participants that took a risk and came outside their comfort zone to make art. Of course, my beautiful wife here. But most importantly, this award is dedicated to making sure that the arts are accessible to those with disabilities, regardless of the venue, making sure that we provide access for every single person. Thank you so much.
And to our 7 amazing children who supported us through this every weekend when we were putting this together. We can't forget them as well. Thank you.
The award for Best Solo Show goes to Angie Sikora, Part to Part, Union for Contemporary Art.
Thank you so much, and especially to everyone at the Union for Contemporary Art.
And the award for leading actor in a play goes to Niles Holland, The Resistible, Rise of Arturo Ui, Blue Barn Theater.
What a wonderful surprise. I just can't get over how marvelous the Omaha artist community is. What a wonderful example it is here tonight to see all these wonderful people. And just thank you, Susan. Thank you for everyone who supports the Blue Barn and Theater in Omaha. Thanks very much.
The award for Best Leading Actress in a Play goes to Emma Rasmussen, Much Ado About Nothing, Bellevue Little Theater.
Emma couldn't be here tonight, so thank you guys so much. I got to see firsthand a lot of the work she put into this show, so it's nice to see it recognized.
Thank you all.
The award for Best Director of a Play goes to Susan Clement Toberer, The Resistible Rise of Arturo Ui, Blue Barn Theater.
The Resistible Rise of Arturo Ui was written in 1933, and it's the story of a lowlife son of a bitch who climbs and crawls his way and talks circles around people and becomes the leader. It's also mirrored at the same time during the show with Hitler. And we performed this play right before the election. And never in our wildest dreams did we think that this play would come true. And all I have to say is, F Trump. Yeah!
That's my girl, Susan. All right. And the award for Best Leading Actor in a Musical goes to Court Raymer, Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, the musical, Blue Barn Theater.
Hi again. Timing is everything, right? So Cork Raymer is a longtime Omaha actor, and he is fierce, and he is talented, and he embraced the female part of himself with class and vim and vigor. And he was embraced every night by the Omaha audience, and he showed us through his character and his skill and his kindness that we all, how shall I put it? We all have a place, and we all deserve to be heard, and that's pretty much it, right? We all are here. Thanks.
The award for Best Leading Actress in a Musical goes to Zomanti Watson, Sister Act, Omaha Community Playhouse.
Oh my goodness. Yes, Mama. Y'all really like me, don't you? I'm just kidding. Thank you so much for this opportunity. This character revealed so much about myself that I didn't know, and it just allowed me to be myself and someone who wasn't me, and it was a great experience, and I thank you all. And I thank my grandma for putting up with me and all the characters that I portray in the house, and she's just like, what are you doing? Yeah, thank you, Grandma, for dealing with me, and thank all of you. Thank you.
The award for Best Director in a Musical goes to Matthew Gutchick, Harold and the Purple Crayon, the Rose Theater.
An amazing surprise. The Rose Theater does work for intergenerational audiences, and since the Parkland shooting this week, I think we've all been inspired by the power of the generation that's coming up to create change. So I'm so proud to serve this community, this audience, with all of you. May it be theirs. May the future be theirs. Thank you.
The award for Best 2D Artist goes to Have Yoshimoto.
The award for Best 3D Artist goes to Angie Sakura.
Thank you again. This is a really exciting time to be an artist working and living in Omaha. Thank you to you all.
The award for Best New Media Artist goes to Tim Guthrie.
Thanks. Sorry, I didn't expect to win this, so I had my money on somebody else. Facebook memory popped up in my timeline this morning, and I had promised a special person that if I ever won another one of these again, I would dedicate it to that person. And she's no longer here. But this is for Beth Broderick.
The award for Best Dramatic Play goes To Kill a Mockingbird, Omaha Community Playhouse.
Come on, everybody. Thanks so much. Thanks to the Omaha Community Playhouse. Thanks to the designers who did such an incredible job with this show. And thanks to this amazing cast who's here, who just did an amazing job of telling a truly important and incredible story. And just a second to say we're all collectively in one space and artists across every medium. And just remember that your work matters and that you have to keep doing your job and telling your stories because we need it now more than ever. So keep it up, everybody.
The award for Best Comedic Play goes to Hand to God, Snap Productions.
It's not every day you get to do a show about a possessed puppet who takes over a church puppet ministry. So I thank Snap for doing this really warped little show and my wonderful cast. Thank you.
And as a member of Snap Productions, we want to thank Brox for an incredible show.
The award for Best Musical goes to Murder Ballad, Omaha Community Playhouse.
Thank you to the cast and the crew and the creative team of this production. We had a great time with it, and thanks to Jeff Horger and Doran and all of the amazing people that were part of this. Thank you very much.
The award for Best Visual Artist goes to Nancy Friedman Sanchez.
All except for Nancy, she's not here tonight. I just want to say thank you to all of you for being artists and being bold and being brave and creative and putting all of your ideas and experiences and vulnerabilities on the line so that we can understand the world better. And this city lives and thrives because of you, and we're all bitter people because of you. So keep on keeping on, you guys. Thanks.
The award for Local Album of the Year goes to House of Another World by See-Through Dresses.
And just like I said half hour ago, they're still on tour, so woo!
And the award for Best Artist of the Year goes to Josh Hoyer and Soul Colossal.
Josh Hoyer is also on tour right now, so I'll give this to him.
Can we give a big round for all of our nominees tonight, all of the winners tonight, all of our presenters, our volunteers, our backstage crew, our stage managers, our technical support, everybody you see behind you with the camera. Thank you so much. This event takes so much manpower and so much teamwork, and we're so happy to be here and share this evening with all of you. We really appreciate you.
Thank you. And also the OEA Board of Directors. Where y'all at in the room? Stand up. I am honored to be the vice president of the board currently, but I think Melinda is there. Melinda is our president. Y'all have to understand the hours that go into putting on these awards. And I know everyone will differ on why they think the awards are necessary, but just know to celebrate each other, there can't be too much of that. So whether it's the Playhouse doing awards or the OEA or someone else, we're just celebrating each other. That's not a bad thing. But the hours that this board puts into these awards, I've watched y'all, Melinda, Michaela, I thank y'all. Y'all are awesome. I celebrate the board tonight as well. And thank you for being here to celebrate these artists. There's a post party at the session room. Come hang out. Domestic Blend is gonna give y'all everything. Okay, you gonna rack up? Okay, yeah. Next year's ballot is now open and live at oea-awards.org. That's how you start the nomination process. You've got 6 months. I don't want to hear y'all crying next year. We've got one more performance from you. Omaha, we love you. And I'm gonna, do I say the band and then you're gonna say things?
No, I'm gonna say the band.
Okay, you're gonna say things. I'm step aside.
My turn. It's just my turn. I have to have the last word. Ask my husband. I would love if the OEA president would stand, Michaela Harden. Michaela, she does not like to be the center of attention, but she is why we're here tonight. She's worked tirelessly this year. She's one of my very best friends from back in the day, and I've watched her grow as she helps to expand the mission of the OEAs and continue to bring us here year after year. So I have to honor you. Thank you so much for all of your hard work tonight, for keeping the board on board and together, and for Dom as VP, OEA winner, and everything that you do in the community. Thank you both for that. Please get a couple more drinks.
Wait a minute. She's going to say something, but I just want to say this. I've been a closer at the awards
I'm
when
gonna let you
everybody.
finish, but hold
I'm gonna
up.
let you
I'm gonna
finish.
let you finish.
I've performed last, and I've watched people get up, and I spent months practicing, and then they left us. Whoever is about to perform next, give them your time. 5 minutes will not kill you, I promise. These folks have worked. Go ahead, Bo.
Okay, I'm gonna let you finish, but okay, here we go. Jay Crum is on board. He's ready to rock your socks off. Let me let you know right now, I'm so happy to have all of these demographics in the room with all of us. I would like all the black artists to step over to the red carpet. We're gonna take one big selfie because I am looking at people who are starring in my play right now, artists, performers, activists. Thank you for being here tonight.
Bye.
Bye.
I don't think they really want these problems yet. Got that strength required, know that fire, change your posture yet. Bro, feel with that ghost, where I go. I know my God is there, flexing on these goblins yet. We don't come in when the street lights on, yeah, yeah. We don't come in when the street lights on, no, 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 no. Don't come in when the street lights on, yeah, yeah. We don't come in when the street lights on, yeah, 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 yeah. Let's go. Really want these problems, yeah. Got that strength required. Change your posture, yeah. Don't feel with that go, so where I go. Just flexing on these goblins. We don't come in when the street lights on. Hey, we don't come in when the street lights on. What y'all still doing? Sit down, get up. Yeah, yeah. Get up, get up, get up. Yeah, yeah. At my home, you know my partners be some vagabonds. Yeah, we keep it classic. Know our wifey's dressed like debutantes. We can South Carolina, we ain't hot and tall, we mad and wrong. Yeah, we bout that action. Ain't no matching up with our result. Backpackers can't captain. No, we can't. Our compassion ain't passing. Secondary, I don't thought captive. We don't ever pass on the passion. Passing the math to the distraction. Passing the math to the masses. Casket the blasting. Casting it all to the caskets. No fear, the gases are blasted. Our God everlasting. Whoa. You're the cheese with the V for the cheddar. Deep in the beans with better. So see to the scene to the better. Season the beans with the renters. These are the cheese and the lettuce. AYE, baby, stop. Peace, Lord, please, we're us. Peace will release and we'll let them get a peaceful. Flee in the head, some day, everything I'm pinning. Why we do not switch up when new street lights start to flicker? They searching for one elixir. They sipping on their mixture. Get the mic clear on their mixture. Paint these pictures of the scripture through it. We can be some victors. We can be some victors. Street lights up. I don't think they really want these problems here. Got that strength required. That's why you change your posture, yeah? Don't feel with that ghost. Where I go? You ready? We don't come in when the street lights up. We don't come in when the street lights up. We don't come in when the street lights up. We don't come in when the street lights up. Yeah. Listen. Just been running back full of physical. Got my pen and pad, that's a bad shit, I'm bitter so. Been again from the business, so I'm bitter slow. Bringing this middle into the hit and I take a broke. If I said it, I mean it, man. I'm a menace, exposing all of your gimmicks. Hitting switches on the critics. Listen, out of my feelings, boy, I've been up on my business. And it's been trying to figure these figures, you didn't get it, huh? The brother's really ready for the reload. This time the kid is going beast mode. Feeling like I can't play along with these chicos. Feeling like Chef Curry shoot with the free throw. Now I won't miss. The situation sit on no fish. Put me in a plate in the pitch. Whipping in the kitchen. Hole in the wrist. This is gonna satisfy the ends. Baby, come and get your fix. I know. No. Kennedy is classless. Seeing that my Eagles getting bastard. Used to wanna bring the master to the masses. Now wanna turn these rappers. Killer ball. You want the boss gonna get involved. Treating our colleagues like a dog. Just be sitting hooping, I ain't passing y'all the ball. You ready? Gotta killer ball. Killer ball. Got the monster in face, screaming killer ball. Killer ball. Man, I'm murder in the face, gotta kill it off. Kill it off. Got the monster in face, screaming killer ball. Killer ball. I've been the person at the street. Yeah. Killer ball. So what's it gonna be? Do I kill ball? Killer ball. Do I tell the other shit? Do I kill ball? Killer ball. So what's it gonna be? Yeah. I guess we gon' sing. Shout out Hideaway, Mr. High. Dr. Jekyll got reckless, no alibis. Busters come alive. Need to feed the rappers to survive. Don't even a rap with disaster is in a state of mind. Seven minutes try to fly. Vision he's walking blind. Vision just genocide. To visions he's wicked, don't get some free to size. Vision in his eyes, pushing my existence. Explosion of minds, I hear the echoes of his claws. Hold up, feeling cold up. I can't be that. I gotta focus this moment. Can't get it back. Cataract the cataracts that got me skipping the fact. Put the business on a mission, politicking for cash, and I know. Bosses gotta go. Forget it when I do this music flow. Like the eagle close, the recognize the growth. Kill it where it stands for, it always like myself. Killer ball, woo! Killer ball. Got the monster in me, screaming killer ball. Killer ball. Man, I'm murder in the face, gotta kill it off. Kill it off. Got the monster in me, screaming killer ball. Killer ball. Y'all ready? So I killer ball. What? Yeah. So what's it gonna be? Do I kill ball? What? Huh? Do I turn the other cheek? Do I kill ball? What? So what's it gonna be? Do I kill ball? Huh? Kill ball. I guess we gon' sing, huh? I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. Thank you. Make sure you guys check out the after party. Thank y'all so much for checking me out, staying for me. Thank you so much.